My brother made my life hell. Now he wants my help after our parents disowned him and left me their $2 million inheritance. Our parents disowned him and left me their $2 million inheritance. I'm 32, and my younger brother David has always been the golden child while I was invisible. Growing up, David could do no wrong. Mom cooked his meals, did his laundry, and made me help him with homework. But David made my life miserable. He'd sneak into my room, read my diary, then complain to Mom about what I wrote. When I protested, they'd laugh it off saying, "That's how brothers bond." He put stones in my cereal, nearly broke my glasses, and when kids bullied me at school, David joined them. He called me ugly loser and hairy monkey, encouraging them to hurt me. During one fight, he told me to kill myself. That destroyed me because I was struggling with depression. The worst incident was when David tried to set my hair on fire. Mom defended him, saying he was just playing. Finally, Dad stepped in and threatened to call the police. That was David's first real consequence, and he was genuinely shocked. Dad enrolled me in MMA classes. When David stole my saved pocket money, I punched him in the face and took it back. Mom scolded me, but Dad supported me, saying David was lucky I didn't call the police for theft. After that, David couldn't physically bully me anymore, so he resorted to verbal insults and ignoring me completely. He'd communicate through Mom instead of speaking to me directly. College was my escape. I met Karen at a frat party and we fell in love. When she got pregnant in our final year, we married right after graduation. I thought she was my soulmate, but I later discovered 2 affairs. Each time, I forgave her because I didn't want our son raised in a broken home. 3 months ago, Karen shattered my world again. She confessed to a long-term affair and said our son might not be mine. When I pressed for details, she admitted it was David. My own brother had been sleeping with my wife for years. Karen explained that during a holiday visit, David opened up about a breakup and they became close. Their friendship turned physical, and she never knew if our son was mine or his. She chose to stay with me because I was more dependable, but they never stopped their affair. Half her business trips were actually romantic getaways with David. I packed my bags while Karen cried and begged forgiveness. She insisted that if I loved her, I should fight for her and that our son would suffer from divorce. I reminded her the child might not even be mine. I went straight to my parents and revealed everything. Mom initially defended David, but I called him on speakerphone. When confronted, David first denied everything, then blamed Karen when I said she'd confessed. He mocked me, saying no one would believe me because he was the golden child. My parents heard everything. Dad was devastated and immediately cut David off financially. "You've betrayed this family," he told David. "You're cut off from college funds and everything else." Mom finally hugged me and apologized for not believing me all these years. The paternity test confirmed David was the father. Even though it destroyed me to lose the son I'd raised, I couldn't bear to see him anymore. After my divorce, Dad called saying he was changing his will. He'd worked his entire life building nearly $2 million in assets, and he wanted to leave everything to me. David would get only $1 to prevent him from contesting it. Somehow, David found out and called me yesterday, crying and begging for help. He dropped out of college, couldn't afford fees, and Karen was demanding child support. He wanted me to talk to our parents about starting fresh. I laughed in his face. "You should have thought about consequences before sleeping with my wife and getting her pregnant," I said. "Karen is your responsibility now. Don't call me to complain about the mess you created." David started crying, telling me how everyone had turned against him. For the first time since childhood, I heard my brother truly broken. Part of me felt bad seeing him so helpless, but I told him we were done, and I no longer considered him my brother. It's been 5 months now. David dropped out of college and works as a mechanic. He and Karen are raising their son together while I've been promoted at work. My relationship with my parents has never been better. The golden child finally learned that actions have consequences, and for once in my life, I'm the one who came out on top.